Hello again, fellow BeachBum traders. Thank you for joining us for our due diligence video on rocket companies, where we will try to discern is RKT, Rocket Companies, Inc., a good stock to buy now. So we will perform our standard initial due diligence on rocket companies and try to decide is RKT, Rocket Companies, Inc., a good stock to buy now. So stick around to the end. Again, we'll go through our standard due diligence, and then at the end, we'll draw our conclusions as to is RKT, Rocket Companies, Inc., a good stock to buy now, and if so, for what type of trade or investment, be it short-term, swing trade, scalp trade, or again, a long-term investment. So again, stick around, and we'll try to help you answer is RKT, Rocket Companies, Inc., a good stock to buy now. So let's get started. As you can see in our part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for April 24th through April 28th of 2023, one of our fellow BeachBum traders, MD, asked if we could look at Rocket Mortgage. So in response to MD's request to take a look at RKT, Rocket Mortgage, we'll do some of our initial due diligence. Take a quick look at RKT Rocket Mortgage and see what we think in terms of RKT Rocket Mortgage. Okay, let's take a quick look at the home page for Rocket Companies. I'll leave the direct link to their homepage, which is rocketcompanies.com, in the description box below. We can see their main banners enable home ownership and financial freedom, fast and trusted digital solutions for complex solutions, Rocket Mortgage, Rocket Homes, Rocket Loans, Rocket Money, Rocket Auto, Rocket Solar, Rocket Central. Then they're highlighting a letter from their CEO, says looks like they've been in business for 35 years, America's largest mortgage lender. Again, you can read that letter in more detail via the link on their homepage. They're highlighting their philosophies, their leadership, their passion for their business, their main companies, home financing, home sale and search, auto, personal finance, client services, and technology solutions. So I'll let you dig into each of those in more detail via the links on their homepage. So kind of sparse homepage, not a lot of detail. You can see some of their partner and brand links also highlighted on their homepage, but again, kind of sparse homepage, not a lot of in-depth information except kind of a breadth of their business. So I hope that helps. Okay, now let's look at the profile for ticker symbol RKT, Rocket Companies in FinViz, and let's start by jumping down to their description, get a better feel for what all they're in. They're known for Rocket Mortgage, but let's see what all their description contains. They're described as a fintech holding company, mortgage lending, title and settlement services, financial technology services in the U.S. and Canada. They've got 2 segments, direct-to-consumer and partner networks, Rocket Mortgage, a mortgage lender, Amrock, title insurance, property valuation settlement, Rocket Homes, home search platform, real estate agent, referral network, etc., home buying and selling experience, Rocket Auto, virtual marketplace for vehicles, Rocket Loans, online personal loans business, core digital media, digital social and display advertising, mortgage insurance, education, Rocket Solar, a technology-driven residential and solar energy provider, Rocket Money, personal finance app, helps clients manage every aspect of their financial life, Lendesk, software and services, point of sale for mortgage professionals and loan origination, Rocket Central, professional services, provides technology, Rocket Connection, sales and support, and contact center services, Rocket Innovation Studios, recruits and mentors top technology talent, Edison Financial, digital mortgage broker. closes, sells, and services agency loans. It's founded in 85, and they're based in Detroit, Michigan. So since we're down here, let's look at their financials quickly. We'll look at their annual first. Looks like their revenue significantly declined from 2021. It's not showing gross profit. Their EPS looks like, again, that significantly declined from 21 to 22. Let's see quarterly. So again, we see a dramatic decline in total revenue, and we see a significant decline. They were up a little bit in the middle quarter, and then they're now negative and significantly down in the latest quarter, end of 2022. So again, we're seeing a significant decline in both revenue and earnings. We quickly look at their short-term chart. Looks like it's been, pretty flat. It's in a narrowing wedge. It's got heavy resistance around 11. It's got a 52-week range of about 597 to 1138. So from bottom to top, not quite a 2-to-1 ratio. See, they are, overall, they have been profitable, $6 billion in sales. Cash per share is pretty low, 0.36. Sentiment's pretty negative. It is optionable. Very, very high debt to equity ratio, very long-term debt. Price to free cash flow is not bad. Again, a significant difference between shares outstanding and shares float, so there's the potential risk of further offerings. Pretty high short float. So the potential for, if you're a short-term day trade type trader, there's, the potential for a short squeeze. However, again, since the shares outstanding is so much different than the shares float, if it were to squeeze, there's a risk of an offering being dropped. So if we look at any of the recent news, let's zoom out on their chart first a little bit. So again, we see it's been in decline, kind of bottomed, establishes that, double bottom or so around 6. Been oscillating, it's kind of sitting above its averages. Looks like it's trending down on a weekly. If we look at the monthly, again, it only goes back to 2021 or so. So been steep decline since their IPO. Looks like, again, it bottomed around 6, bounced, and now it's below its longer-term monthly moving averages, which, again, would provide a level of resistance. So again, if we look at any recent news, positive, negatives, stocks to avoid if the market flip-flops, real estate stocks. So again, it's a part of the real estate market, so it's going to suffer from that. Home prices fall in December. So again, we saw they had a decline in earnings in December. It says ranked number 1 in U.S. for clients. So within that industry, they're ranked well, but they're suffering again from the decline in the industry as well. So now let's continue our due diligence. Okay, let's continue our initial due diligence on ticker symbol RKT, Rocket Companies in ChartMill. I'll leave the direct link to the profile for ticker symbol RKT and ChartMill in the description box below. I'll look at a quick overview and we'll come back to the chart. So their overall technical rating as of April 26, 2023 was only 1 out of 5. Their setup right now is 2 out of 5. The fundamental overall rating is 1 out of 5. Valuation 1 out of 5. Profitability half a star out of 5. Dividend doesn't look like they pay a dividend. Their last earnings on the February 28th. Next is on May 8th. Institutional ownership about 7.6%, or that's insider 7.6, institutional 71%, so pretty high institutional ownership. Market cap of 1.08 billion, 124 million shares. See their profile, gauge the provision of suite of services related to home ownership, other personal finance, headquartered in Detroit, Michigan, IPO'd in August of 2022. Rocket platform, direct-to-consumer, partner network, direct-to-consumer segment. Rocket mortgage is probably what everyone's most familiar with. Mortgage broker partnerships, third-party origination. Rocket Homes, Amrock, Rocket Money, Rocket Loans, Rocket Auto, Rocket Mortgage, Canada, Lendesk, Rocket Central, and Rocket Connections. And we'll look at their chart in more detail, but from an overview, we can see it's come down to its recent moving average. It looks like it's oscillating. It looks like it's kind of squeezed between a narrowing trend line and kind of, hugging that moving average right now. So again, we'll look at the chart in more detail in a minute. Okay, if we look at their chart in a little more detail in the stock chart tab in ChartMill, you can see again, it's been oscillating around this 50-day moving average. It's currently hovering above this longer term moving average. Again, narrowing channel, looks like it bottomed around that 650 area, previous high around 1125. So again, not quite a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Again, it looks like it's respecting those trend lines within that narrowing channel. So it's bouncing off the bottom line, bouncing, that's providing support. The upper trend line is providing resistance. Again, then we see that narrowing lines, again, providing resistance around 10 or so. Look at the weekly chart real quickly. Again, we see it's been in steady decline since its IPO. Again, it's currently respecting that 50-week. That's 50-week moving averages providing support. The overhead longer-term trend lines providing resistance. Again, pretty much a downward trend. Look at the monthly real quickly. Again, we see a pretty steady decline down to around that 6th level, bounced up there, and now it looks like got a little bit of a shooting star type candle there, and it's pretty stable, pretty flat at this point. Okay, if we look at the technical analysis for Rocket companies, ticker symbol RKT and ChartMill, we see right now it's got a technical rating of only 2. Has been an average performer, still okay in the medium term, but very recent evolution is negative. So we see that weekly trend is down. Average volumes pretty high, good sign. See support around 631, resistance around 1068. We see the setup rating is currently 4 out of 10. Quality of setup is not perfect at the moment. Movement's a little too volatile to find a nice entry. Probably a good idea to wait for consolidation. So again, we see supports at 865, 785, 725, 637. Got resistance at 871 to 884, 903 to 931, 973, 993, and 1057. And then in the last month, it's been trading in a 8.57 to 10 range, which is quite wide. So the long-term trends are relatively positive. The short-term trends are negative. So again, the longer-term moving averages are positive. All the shorter terms are negative. It's got an average true range of about 33 cents. Again, performance has been very negative. Okay, if we look at the fundamental analysis for ticker symbol RKT, Rocket companies in ChartMill, you see right now it's got a fundamental rating of 2 out of 10. RKT was compared to 117 in the financial services, has bad profitability, its financial health valuation is negative, it's got medium growth, it's valued expensive at the moment. So we can see the health's pretty poor, profitability's poor, valuation's only 2, their only redeeming quality is growth, 6 out of 10. So it's got average Petrovsky, return on assets is negative, return on equity is negative, profit margin is worse than the rest of the industry. So again, its return on assets, it's all below its industry, profit margins very poor. Valuation, its enterprise value to EBITDA is positive, but its price to earnings is negative. Expected to report negative earnings again. So again, the near-term trend or near-term expectations for their earnings is negative. So again, risk in the near term going forward. Price to books average. Their enterprise value is positive. Their growth is 6 out of 10. So that's positive. They're saying it's expected to grow by 127% over the next 5 years. So very strong growth, strong EPS growth. Growth in revenue, strong negative growth in earnings per share, so earnings decreased 100%. Revenue decreased 66%. So EPS, again, very negative trend going forward. Revenue is decreasing and now has gone negative. It is expected to do better in the future, recover from a revenue standpoint, eventually, again, become profitable, but not until the 3-year time frame. So again, the near-term outlook is very bad. Longer term, the very long-term outlook is much more positive. So again, we see that decrease in earnings. Again, we see a bounce back in 23, possible turn back up in 24. Same thing with their earnings per share. Dramatic drop off from 21 to 22. Flat in 23. Possible recovery in 24. Their health is only 1 out of 10. Again, average Petrovsky. Again, debt to equity, quick ratios are all very negative. Current ratios negative. So their Altman Z is very low, less financially healthy. Bad value indicates it's not financial healthy and has a risk of bankruptcy. So again, their financial health, again, a major risk factor. They may not, survive long enough to recover into positive revenue, positive earnings again. So all of the ratios or financial health ratios are very negative. It doesn't pay a dividend. So the debt to equity, again, is very negative, very high. So again, from a fundamental standpoint, it's pretty high risk, very unhealthy at this point in time. Okay, let's look at the analyst ratings for ticker symbol RKT, rocket companies, and ChartMill. You see it's got a current buy consensus of just 51%, being price target of 785, which is below its current price. So their target price is below the current price. See the range of target price, the highest 1050, only offers a 21% upside. Again, upgrades and downgrades pretty neutral, underperform. So the most recent upgrades and downgrades is negative. It's got 23 analysts, so it's got a good coverage. Got only 1 buy, 13 holds, 7 sells, a couple strong sells, but are generally pretty negative. We can see the sells have increased, the buys have dropped off. So again, the recent analyst perspective has turned negative and is currently quite negative. Okay, if we look at their ownership structure in ChartMill, We can see the institutional ownership is very high, 71%, so that gives it a level of stability. We've got insiders at 7.6%, so again, not too bad. The public's only got 21%. See, shares outstanding 124 million, floats 108 million, so some discrepancy there. 7.6 insiders, 71%. Institutional, we've got a positive insider change, so insiders buying, and institutional is positive as well. So we see the institutional ownership has increased. See the insider transactions, we have buys, but the buys have been decreasing. So most of those are grants. Then we've got some purchases back at the end of 2022, probably at their low. So quite a few insider buys back in December, November of 2022. Okay, let's continue our initial due diligence on ticker symbol RKT, Rocket Companies, and Webull. I'm in the stock screen in Webull, and we have other videos that show you how to analyze, how to do due diligence on a ticker symbol on a stock in the stock screen on the online browser version of Webull. So again, we can see the 1-year chart of RKT. We can see a low around 6. It's currently about 850 as of April 27th, 2023. We can see potential upside up to about 1130. So, less than $3 upside, $250 downside. So the risk reward really isn't very good right now. We see their last earnings was on the 28th. Got positive revenue. We'll jump down to their financials in a second. So again, on this lower tab, we can see recent news. Now it's first quarter earnings on the 4th. Got partnership in Canada. Neutral rating by JP Morgan. Price target to 950, 28 from 950. So they got downgrade from JP Morgan, etc. Let's look at their financials. So we can see, right away that looks pretty negative. Income is declining. They've been generally missing estimates. They met estimates the last quarter, but it's a negative. We'll look at their balance sheet. Again, the last quarter, showed a significant decline. Again, missing estimates in general. Again, negative. Cash flow, generally in decline. They've been beating estimates, but again, it's estimated to be negative the next couple quarters, and we see a decline. Return on equity, again, negative, declining. See, again, their net income went negative recently, so again, very negative. Explains, this significant drop in their share price that we saw. Revenue, again, rolled over, went, significant decline. Operating income declined and went negative. Total assets declining. Total liabilities declined some. And their operating cash flow, it was negative in second quarter 2022, made positive, and then declined a little bit. Investing, very choppy, generally negative, but was positive in the most recent quarter, and their financing is all negative. So we look at the analyst in Webull. It shows 16 analysts. We've got couple buys, 6% buys, 62% holds, 25% underperform, and 6% sells. So we've got a balance of buys and sells, no strong buys. We can see the high price target's only 10, so it's very close to the high analyst price target. It's above the average, so the average price target says it's expected to decline, and the low is 6. Short interest, pretty stable now. Days to cover about 12, so it's got a significant short interest potential, for a very short-term short squeeze. Got some increase in institutional holdings, some decrease, some sold out. Got a mixture of small and medium holdings. And it is in the real estate REIT. It's in a number of REITs. So again, it will move with some of those REITs. We see it looks like it's paid potentially an annual special dividend of about $1, but it's not a regular dividend payer. And we see it as optionable, so you could sell covered calls against a long position in Rocket Companies, RKT. So again, we can see, the financials don't look very good from here. It looks like the risk-reward profile is not great. It's about 1-to-1 right now. We see, the near-term trend's been pretty negative. It's just broke down below a long-term pivot points, got further downside. The shorter-term trend, again, has been, very negative. Again, broke through a support level, looks downtrending. So again, the technical setup right now isn't very positive. The risk-reward's not very positive. So again, we'll put all this together with our other due diligence and decide if there's any kind of longer-term potential in Rocket Companies, ticker symbol RKT. Just a quick reminder that as of the recording of this video on August 16th, Webull is currently offering up to 12 free stocks if you open and fund a new account in Webull. This is the most number of free stocks I've seen Webull offer. I don't know how long this offer will last, but if you're not already using Webull, here's an opportunity to get 12 free stocks. You can find our affiliate link to Webull in the description box below, on the About page on our YouTube channel, in the link section. Okay, let's continue our initial due diligence on Rocket Companies, Inc., ticker symbol RKT and Seeking Alpha. I'll leave the direct link to their profile and Seeking Alpha in the description box below. Again, we can see the chart's been, relatively flat for the year, not a whole lot of upside. Pretty much looks like a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio just from looking at the charts. We'll look at recent news and analysis, saying a very tough period in the near term to sell from buy, with at least 2 tough years ahead. Hunkers down for worsening real estate contraction. Loss partly offset by cost cutting. Some downside, cautious buy. Will survive the housing slump. Don't buy yet. Again, a little bit older in 2022. CEO resigned in February. So look at their ratings. Authors say buy. essay analysts say buy. Wall Street hold. Quants hold. Valuation here, they're showing A-. Profitability, they're showing an A+. Growth here, they're showing an F. So pretty different perspective from what we saw in ChartMill. Again, you can see their profile here. Revenue, it looks like it peaked in 2020. It's been in decline. Looks like it's going to bottom in 2023, maybe get a bounce back in 2024. We look at the quarterly. Again, pretty significant decline into quarter 4 of 22. Little bounce back in Q1 of 23. Little bounce back, so a little bit of a recovery after a bottom in fourth quarter 2022. Again, earnings per share quarterly. Again, it bottomed, went negative back in 2022. And their earnings are still expected to be negative well into 2023. Look at the annuals. Again, significant decline from 2022. going to go negative for 2022, 2023, possible recovery in 2024. See a lot of earnings revisions down, which is very negative. Valuation. Revenue growth is negative. Earnings growth is negative. Gross profits positive. Return on equity, positive but low. Return on assets positive but low. Negative short-term momentum, a little bit longer term, somewhat positive. But then longer term, again, negative. Market cap, $17 billion. They've got $10 billion in debt, so very significant debt. Depending on the interest rate sensitivity of that debt, that could become more burdensome with the increasing interest rates. They've only got $800 million in cash, so again, cash position might be a little tenuous. 18 billion in enterprise value. They only got 1 million in volume, so it's not really heavily traded. 125 million outstanding shares. We can see the ownership structures. Majority institutions, 62% institutions, 23% retail. We got some hedge funds and some very small percentage insiders, so only 5% insiders. Again, very high short interest, 30%, 11 days to cover. So again, there's the potential for a very short-term short squeeze in RKT rocket companies. But again, the longer-term outlook so far looks pretty negative. 1.7 beta, so it's going to move significantly faster than the market. The Altman Z is still positive, but very low, so risk of insolvency, bankruptcy. Again, we saw their total cash, $812 million. Their EPS is showing positive here, so they're showing profitable. Total debt of $10 billion. Debt to equity is over 100%, so again, very negative. $13 billion in cash flow, so they are generating significant amount of free cash flow, so that's positive. Hopefully would allow them to continue to service their debt. Again, very high debt, long-term debt. Okay, so given all of our due diligence on rocket companies, ticker symbol RKT, what are our conclusions in terms of, is RKT Rocket Companies Inc. a good stock to buy now? So given the current environment, a rising interest rate environment, the potential of going into a recession, and the fact that Rocket Companies is primarily in the housing industry, mortgage loans, auto loans, etc. But again, primarily the housing and auto loan industry. With rising interest rates, mortgage rates have gone up. We also saw that both their revenue and earnings were expected to decline. So given this current environment of a rising interest rate environment, potential of going into a recession, their projected decreasing revenue, decreasing earnings, any time in the near term, I don't see RKT Rocket Companies being a good stock to buy now. In terms of any kind of longer-term swing trade or investment. We saw they have a very high short interest, so there is the potential for a very short-term short squeeze, day trade, scalp trade, etc. However, you want to be careful not to get caught holding the bag and get stuck with rocket companies, because you might be holding that bag for several years waiting for them to recover. Now, if you are already holding a bag on RKT Rocket Companies, it's probably, not the best time to sell, but you're probably going to be stuck with that for several years. We'll see if they survive the next recession. They have been around for 35 years, so they've been through the Great Recession, several financial crises. Looks like they've probably gone through the dot-com bubble burst, etc. So they have survived difficult economic times, recessions before. So we'll watch and we'll see if Rocket Companies Inc. survives this next recession. If they come out successfully, then we can revisit Rocket Companies in the future. So again, our conclusions is that is RKT Rocket Companies Inc. a good stock to buy now? The answer is no. Wait and see if they make it through the recession, how they perform, and again, if their revenue and earnings improve in the next couple years, and then we'll go and we'll revisit them again. So we hope that this answers your question, MD, and other of our fellow BeachBum traders that are interested in Rocket Companies, RKT. You can see we've had RKT Rocket Companies already in our database, so again, we can revisit them once they make it through the next recession and see if their business recovers and continues to improve. So if you have any further questions about RKT, Rocket Companies Inc., please leave them in the comments below in our Discord. Our Discord's free to join. You can find an invite in the description box below, our Facebook group, or contact us via any of our social media links, which you can find in the description box below and also on our homepage, beachbumtrading.com, bum without the U. So again, let us know what you think of all this. And again, if you have any further questions, if you have any experience with Rocket Companies that you'd like to share, and what do you think? Is RKT Rocket Companies Inc. a good stock to buy now? Why or why not? So we hope this all helps. Good luck and have a great trading day. The content of this video was produced by BeachBum Trading. We hope you will choose to also join us in the BeachBum Trading community and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit us at our homepage at beachbumtrading.com, the bum without the U. Similarly on Twitter, BeachBum Trading, bum without the U. On Facebook and in our BeachBum Trading Facebook group. Please follow us on Pinterest and on Instagram. All of the links to our social media sites will be included in the description box below, and we hope you will choose to subscribe to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel and follow us on social media. Thank you. We also cordially want to invite you to our new BeachBum Trading Community Discord server, where we can have discussions on all topics related to trading, success in trading, investing, etc. You can see alerts when we make trades, changes to our watch list, etc. So again, please join us in the new BeachBum Trading Community Discord server. You should be able to find a link in the description box below. You can also find a link in the social media category on our webpage, beachbumtrading.com, without the bum without the U, and also in the link section on the About page of our YouTube channel, etc. So again, we look forward to seeing you in the BeachBum Trading Community Discord server soon. Wave and say hello. BeachBum Trading also now has a site on Patreon. If you are willing and able to help support our efforts to produce all the content and help you achieve the financial freedom you want, deserve, to be able to live the BeachBum lifestyle or any other kind of lifestyle you would like, and you're willing and able to help support our efforts in these regards, we hope you'll choose to visit our Patreon page. You can get access to our new BeachBum Trading Community Discord server, which is currently under construction, but you will get access to the Discord server by supporting us through Patreon. Again, this is all currently under construction, but you can see we just have the default levels, membership levels, but again, each level allows support, allows access to our Discord. We're also posting our trade trade positions initially in our Discord. And again, we greatly appreciate any support that you're willing and able to provide. So thank you for your consideration. Another way that you can help support BeachBum Trading and being able to produce frequent quality content for you for free on YouTube, etc., is in addition to subscribing to our BeachBum Trading channel, hitting the like button on our videos, and hitting the notify so you're alerted when we release further videos. You can also choose to show your support for BeachBum Trading with a super thanks, which you can find below this video. If you hit the heart with the $sign, the super thanks, again, you can financially support BeachBum Trading in whatever amount that you wish, and we greatly appreciate your support, and that will help us, again, be able to produce frequent quality content that we can provide for you and all your fellow BeachBum traders around the world for free on YouTube. So again, we greatly appreciate all of your support, and thank you very much. Thank you again for watching our video. We hope that you liked it. If so, please smash the like button, give us a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing to our BeachBum Trading YouTube channel. Please share this video with your fellow traders and friends. And please give us your feedback and any recommendations for improvement in the comments section below. And let us know what else we can do to help you in your trading career. Thank you again, good luck, and have a great trading day. If you like this video, we hope you will choose to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the box in the upper left-hand corner. You can watch another video like this by clicking on the box in the lower right-hand corner. And we have a whole playlist of videos like this that you can access via the box in the upper right-hand corner. Our latest video is available in the box in the lower left-hand corner. We hope you like this and have a great day.